Hello agents and welcome to another Division 2 video. Couple of days ago I was playing the Summit and I get the Bighorn. I said that in these next couple of days I'm gonna try and put up some decent build around that gun, and I came up with something. Like a week ago, I get an idea from the chat when I was streaming on a Twitch about particular assault rifle build. So the build is basically consists of 3 Fenris, 2 Douglas and Harding, and Memento, but in this case I switch Memento for Providence. What I'm talking about, let's start from the beginning. Let's start with the Bighorn and his talents. I recalibrated the Bighorn and got almost a god roll one, but what is important with this gun is the special talent. It's called the Big Game Hunter. When scoped, switches to semi-automatic fire mode, dealing 450% weapon damage with each shot. Headshots grant plus 2% headshot damage. Stacks up to 50 times. Once at full stacks, 10 stacks decay every 4 seconds until all stacks have been removed. Headshots delay decaying of stacks. Basically it's a headshot weapon. You're getting almost 500,000% more weapon damage when you are scoping, and on top of that you're getting like 100% additional headshot damage. So basically this gun can be a beast if it's done properly. The problem with the Bighorn is the recoil. Recoil is really bad, especially when you are zooming. So especially for the console players, this weapon is not basically usable. I mean, if you can have all the damage in the world, but if you cannot score consistently the shots, even the headshots, then the weapon is not that good. So basically there are 2 talents which gonna help you with this. This is also idea from the chat. I was talking with my friend Klune Bolshen and he recommended these 2 talents. I'm gonna go through the build and you're going to see exactly what it is in this build that it's making useful, that making the Bighorn useful. Let's start with the punch drunk. This is the punch drunk. I rerolled the armor on it to have a little bit more survivability, because you are doing this from the cover. You will see why. It's basically a cover build, like shooting from the cover, even though you can do very well by running with a shield. So it's maxed armor. It got 20% headshot damage, which additionally increasing the Bighorn headshot damage. Weapon handling. This is especially important. As I said earlier, the recoil of that gun, especially when it's zoom, it's disaster. And the crit chance. More crit chance, you know better. So this is my mask, Douglas and Harding. I have in 2 pieces. First talent of a brand set, it's not important. It's a 20% pistol damage, but the second one it's 20% stability. Okay. We are also having a stability with the 3-piece Fenris, so basically you see it's a third talent of the 3-piece Fenris, like 20% stability. That's 40% stability. On top of that we are having crazy amount of the weapon handling, and this is why the Bighorn is very stable even when you are zooming. I know I'm jump in front, but let's continue. This is the first Fenris piece. It's the vest, and it's not ideal. I have better, but I'm using for other builds. So basically you wanna have weapon damage, crit chance, and the mod is crit chance. The talent is most important. This is the braced. It said while in cover, weapon handling is increased by 45%. I recalibrate the talent to have that additional weapon handling. Of course you're going to lack a damage. If you go instead with the spotter or a focus, you're of course gonna have more damage, or even a glass cannon, but then you are squishy. But with this you are intentionally leaving some damage on the table to swap for more weapon handling, stability, accuracy, and so on and so on. That's what basically weapon handling is. My second piece of Fenris is a holster. with the weapon damage, crit damage and crit chance. You can emphasize more on the headshot damage if you want, if you are able to score these headshots. I'm very much relying on body shots, so I put headshots wherever I could, but basically I was more focusing on crit damage and crit chance, because mostly I'm aiming into the body. If you can score headshots, that's additional bonus from the second talent of the Bighorn. Okay, the Providence backpack with 15% headshot damage as a brand set bonus, weapon damage, crit damage. I'm having headshot damage here, and the mod is crit chance. So all three mods are crit chance. And my third Fenris piece, which are giving me 20% stability. Reload speed is also nice. Of course, assault rifle damage, and it's rolled like very low weapon damage, crit chance and crit damage to the max. Now this is the second piece of Douglas and Harding. It's a god roll one. I'm wearing these two because of additional 20% stability. So basically that's the build. I have some gameplay with a different combination of this build in the Lincoln Memorial. I also have a recording of a full damage build with emphasizing on more on a headshot and this, but this one is like somewhere in the middle. You have almost 1 million armor, you're having like decent stability and control over a gun. I'm gonna show you right now here in the target practicing room how actually Bighorn is shooting when you are having those two talent active. I forgot to tell you about the talent on my backpack, which is important. It's composure. It said while in cover increases total weapon damage by 15%. That's the talent I forgot to tell you, but it's very important. It's free 15% damage and goes hand in hand with the talent on a chest piece, which is brace, which also want you to be in a cover to get that additional weapon handling. So these two talents goes hand in hand. Let's start shooting. It's basically stable as it can be. You can see that there is very easy to score these headshots. If you can score headshots, you're going to have like almost every shot 2 million. Body shots are around 1 million, 1.2, 1. Basically they are stacking up with each shot. Body shots close to 300,000 if you have rushing enemies, and the headshots can go up to 700,000, like 700k if you are able to score. You see that the gun is very stable. You can also see that accuracy is good and the reload speed is great. I mean, you can deal these headshots without problem even on longer distances if you are able to score them. You see it's dealing awesome damage and it's very much stable. So that's it. If you need more armor, you can swap your snippets for Sawyer snippets. Why the Sawyer snippets? It said stand your ground, cannot be staggered by explosions. This is especially important if you are constantly in a cover and the NPCs are nading you, you're having grenade spam, you are not gonna be moved out of the cover. You are having now 1.1 million armor if you left that mask with the armor, and the damage increase is also great. Once you are in cover, increases total weapon damage by 3% each second you are not moving. Basically you don't have to be in cover, you just have to stand still. Stack up to 10 until you start moving. All stacks lost 10 seconds after moving. So basically you're getting like 30% additional damage with the Sawyer snippets. So let's see how that is looking. You see now the headshots are constantly around 2 million up to 3. It depends. Body shots also 1.3 million, but you cannot move. That's the downside. You see that it goes, the headshots with the AR without the zooming are going almost to the 800k, and the gun is really stable. You can kill anything even on the longer distances. Damage is going crazy when you're scoring those headshots, and that's basically it. That's how you can build, depending on what you need from the Bighorn, what you need from the build. If you need more armor, you can put snippets, but then you're going to lose a little bit of that stability. You can also switch the mask now without pistol damage, which is useless. You can go here and have two Providence pieces. You can put a Providence mask, you can put with armor, or if you want more damage you can put one with a weapon damage. You are going to be all again around 1 million armor with sword snippets, but this build is really meant to be used from the stationary positions. I mean, you don't have to be in a cover with the sword snippets, but you can see now that stability is gone. The gun is jumping a lot, but you are having greater damage. So now it's all up to you, like what you really need from the build. I really like that first combination with Douglas and Harding 2-piece and 3-piece Fenris. And if I'm gonna use the Bighorn, I think I'm gonna stick to that combination of the build. Now I cannot find the mask. It's here. This is the one. Of course you can go, if you don't think you need that much armor, you can go with weapon damage, headshot damage, crit damage on your mask and put the crit chance mode. I mean, you can play around all you want, but I think this is some middle ground when you're having two Douglas and Harding pieces, 3 Fenris and 1 Providence with the composure. These talents are great, they are working the synergy, and that's it. So I'm gonna show you stats of the original build. You can see weapon damage, crit chance is almost 50%, 110% crit damage, 45.6 headshot damage, which is not that great because, as I said in the beginning, Bighorn is a headshot damage weapon, but it's useless because of that high recoil. We also have a hell damage here, because it's an assault rifle. Reload speed bonus almost 50%, 28% accuracy, 68% stability. We also have some weapon swap speed, assault rifle damage and all that stuff. And I want to show you so basically those are the I want to show weapon handling. It's not showing here. It's only 8% coming from the mask, but once you sit in the cover you're gonna get additional 45% from the brace talent on your chest, and that's all in total 53% with 68% stability. Basically that's why the gun is not moving at all. So that's it, guys. That's the build for the secondary. I was running with my rifle. classic M1A with the boomerang. I mean, that's not that important. This is all about the Bighorn. You can use whatever pistol you want. Also specialization, you can go with the gunner, you can go with any specialization you want. It's not gonna make much difference. That's it, guys. That's the builds I was trying a little bit. I'm very limited with the time, and I hope this is going to help you. In the rest of the video I will include some parts from the Lincoln Memorial, and you can see how the build is working. I will show you some cutouts from the full DPS build with the Bighorn, but it's Global Event Golden Bullet. I was recording during Global Event Bullet, so it's not that accurate. And the second time I was playing with the Sawyer snippets. Basically I was just sitting in the cover and spamming through the zoom. The heroic content, it is easy with this. I don't know about legendary. You can try for yourself. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below this video. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and I will see you in my next video.
Assembling a golden bullet. Refreshed. Golden bullet. Received a golden bullet.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think you're smart? Golden bullet received.
Back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial. We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons' forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you.
Hostile has full golden bullet.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
You think closing the tunnel is smart? Fuck you! You locked yourself in with us. I'm really hot down here. Going to set up a turret. Should have stayed out of this, agent.
Hostile has full golden bullet. Golden bullet refreshed.
Good work. Go on and head back up.